this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue to read the Iliad by Homer. I'm going to continue to read. And how you used to boast, year in, year out, that you were the better man than fighting Menelaus in power, arm, and spear. So why not go back now, hurl your challenge at Menelaus, dear to Ares, fight it out together, man to man again. Wait, take my advice and call a halt right there. No more battling with the fiery-harried Menelaus, pitting strength against strength in single combat. Madness, he just might impale you on his spear. But Paris replied at once to Helen's challenge, no more, dear one. Don't rake me with your taunts. Myself and all my courage, this time, true. Menelaus has won the day, thanks to Athenia. I will bring him down tomorrow. Even we have God who will battle on our side. But come, let's go to bed. Let's lose ourselves in love. Never has longing for you overwhelmed me so. No, not even then, I tell you, that first time when I swept you up from the lovely hills of Lacedaemon, sail you off and away in the racing deep-sea ships, and we went and locked in the love on rocky island. That was nothing to how I hunger for you now. Irresistible longing lays me now. He led the way to bed, his wife went with him, and now, while the two made love in the large carved bed, Menelaus stalked like a wild beast up and down the lines, where could be catch a glimpse of magnificent Paris. Not a single Trojan, none of their famous allies, could point out Paris to battle-hungry Menelaus. Not that they would hide him out of friendship, even if someone saw him. All of them hated him like death, black death. But Marshal Agamemnon called out to the armies, hear me now, your Trojan Dartans, Trojan allies. Clearly victory goes to Menelaus, dear to Ares. You must surrender Helen and all her treasure with her at once and pay us reparations fair and fitting, a price to inspire generations still to come. So Atreus demanded, his armies roared assent. Book 4. The truth erupts in war. Now aloft, by the side of Zeus, the gods sat in council, conferring across Olympus' golden floors as noble Hebe poured them rounds of nectar. They lifted golden beakers, pledging each other warmly, gazing down on Troy. But abruptly Zeus would set on infuriating Hera, counting her fire with cunning, mocking tones. So, these two goddesses there are Menelaus' best defense, Hera of Argos, Belgian Athena, guard of armies. Look at them sitting apart, watching the dueling, so they take their pleasure. But Aphrodite, here with her everlasting laughter, always stands by Paris and drives the deadly spirits from her man. Why, just now she plucked him away. She saved his life when he thought his end had come. Nevertheless, clearly victory goes to Menelaus, dear to Ares. So now we plan how the war will all work out. Do we rouse the pain and grisly fighting once again, or hand down pacts of peace between both armies? Ah, if only it might prove well and good to all, to every immortal god, man might still live on in royal Priam's citadel, and Helen of Argos, Menelaus just might lead her home again. So he mocked, as Athena and Queen Hera muttered between themselves, huddled together, plotting Troy's destruction. True, Athena held her peace and said nothing, smoldering at the father, seized with wild resentment. But Hera could hold the anger in her breast no longer, suddenly bursting out, "Dread Majesty, son of Cronus, what are you saying? How can you think of making all my labor worthless, all gone for nothing? Mortal labor, the sweat I poured, my horse is panting, spent from launching Achaea's armies, heaping pains on Priam and Priam's sons. Do as you please, but none of the deathless gods will ever praise you." Rising in anger, Zeus, who drives the storm clouds, thundered, "Insatiable Hera, how great are the pains that the Priam and the Priam's sons have heaped on you that you rage on relentless, forever bent on raising the well-built heights of Troy? Only if you could breach their gates and their long walls and devour Priam and the Priam's sons and the Trojan armies raw, then you just might cure your rage at last. Well, do as you please. But in days to come, do not let this quarrel breed some towering clash between us both, pitting you and me in conflict. One more thing, take it to heart, I urge you, whenever I am bent on tearing down some city filled with men you love, to please myself, never attempt to thwart my fury, Hera. Give me my way, for I give you this, all of my own free will, but heartily willing. No, of all the cities under the sun and the starry skies, wherever men who walk the earth have dwelt, I honor sacred Iliad, most with my immortal heart, Priam and the man of Priam, who hurls the strong ash spear. Never once did my altar lack its share of victims. Wine cups tipped under the deep smoky savor. These are the gifts we claim. They are out of rights. And Hera, the king, her eyes wide, answered, "Excellent. The three cities that I love best of all are Argos, Sparta, Mycenae, with streets as broad as Troy's. Raise them. Whenever they stir their hatred in your heart, my cities, I will never rise in their defense, not against you. I'd never grudge your pleasure. What if I did protest? Forbid you to raise their walls. What good would protest do? You are far stronger than I. Still, you must not make my labor come to nothing. I am a god too, my descent, the same as yours. Crooked-minded Cronus fathered me as well, the first of all his daughters, first both ways, both by birth and since I am called your consort, and you in turn rule all the immortal gods." I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.